this is something that I really, really didn't want to say, but I'm going to say it because I think a lot of young men listening right now will be able to learn from this. So I'm not saying this is every single time, but if you're a guy who likes someone and you've been talking to her for, I don't know how long, let's just say, I feel like a couple months is a stretch, but let's say you've been talking to a girl and you don't really know if she's into you, like you think she's into you, and right, this and that. It's like, bro, you got to understand that women have one night stands. There's been guys that they've met that night and they've hooked up with. And what really pissed me off, and I think the girl's gonna see this, but I gotta say it because if a couple of people even just learn from this mistake, man, then I'm happy. But the girl that I liked, I talked to her for 3 months and we never had sex. We did kiss, but we never did anything more than that. And then she told me, she's like, "You're the only guy that's never asked me for that." And then she told me about some of the one night stands she had. And it's like, I just spent 3 months talking to this girl for basically nothing when guys met her and probably in like 10 minutes, maybe not even, hooked up with her, right? And when I was younger, like my college days, I used to get like really sad about it, but now it's more so anger. Like I've become bitter and I have a lot of resentment towards women. It's not like I hate them. I mean, I've got a lot of respect for them, but just from where dating is today, I just find it very, very ridiculous how you have guys like throwing themselves at women. This is going to be extremely controversial, but I really don't give a fuck. But so guys have to approach, and then they've got to ask the girl out. They've got to set it up, right? Make sure she's showing up. Okay, she shows up. Now you've got to pay. And then if you even do sleep with the girl, you got to do all the work in bed anyway. But when I heard that, I was like, why have I spent my entire life chasing women? The reason I'm not where I want to be, it's not because of women, it's because I was chasing after them. And if I had just realized, like, hey, look, man, you got a media company of 140,000 people. You've got brands trying to work with you. It's like, why aren't you just locked in on this, man? Oh, because I was trying to go pick up girls that I wasted months on for nothing, and then the Chris down the street is hitting that literally that night at a party, right? So it's like it really started to piss me off being a guy who has always liked to give girls gifts, and it's not like I have the money to spend like thousands of dollars on them, but just jewelry, right? Like things that I made, get like flowers, chocolate, stuffed animals, and it's like they don't appreciate it, but they would if they liked you, right? So I think it says more about me than it does actually about women because they're not really that complicated. They're not complex at all. Like, if they like you, they make it very easy. They'll show up, they'll text you back right away. But it's like the older I get, I'm 27 years old now, the more I start to seriously, seriously want to stop talking to them. And the sad thing is that there are going to be, if this, I don't know how many views this video will get, but let's say this video gets 10,000 views, there's going to be a couple of women who actually would want to talk to me and get to know me, and they'll really never get a chance because of the other ones that kind of mess it up for them. And it's the same thing for men, is they're like me, like there's good men out there. I mean, I'm probably not coming across as a good man at all, so let's not use me, but like someone, right? Where am I? I'm gonna put these on, but my freaking, I literally am getting blinded by the light. So yeah, there's plenty of high quality men and high quality women. It's just dating creates a lot of fear in people because they feel like they're gonna get cheated on, or maybe like ghosted or manipulated, or both, like all of the above. So then they keep a guard up, and it ruins it for everyone else, man. I genuinely believe there's someone out there for me, but I just to this point, like I don't know because everyone I talk to, it goes nowhere. And I know a lot of girls that I know will always tell me that, oh, it's because you're trying too hard. It's like you're looking for something. I'm really not. The only time I talk to a girl is when I'm out with my friends or in like public and I see someone that I'm attracted to and I go up and talk to them. That's not forcing the issue, right? If I was going out, 3 days a week for hours on end, like that's doing a little bit too much unless I'm like a content creator. But no, like I'll talk to a couple of girls every single week. It's really not that much. And man, it's exhausting when you actually go out and like you meet a girl and then you kind of hit it off for a couple hours and then you just never hear from her again. It's like, bro, what was even the point of that? So even my friend was talking to me a couple of days ago. He's like, he's not a big bar guy, and I'm not saying like, you can't compare the bar to like a standardized location because everything's different. Like you can't judge women like women who go to the club like aren't that's not every single woman, obviously. But I'm just saying that like a lot of the times when you do meet a girl and you kind of have to make something happen fast because like the longer you wait it's like the less likely something is to happen, and then that just puts pressure on you to begin with because you feel like you've got to be kind of like a superhero at that point. And that's why I no longer use dating apps, is because it's just trying to get the girl off the app as fast as possible, and a lot of them are ungrateful to begin with anyway. It's like it's not even who you are. It's like, what can you do for me? Like there's one girl, it's like this tall European girl that I was really interested in, right? We were texting and stuff, and then she's like asked me where I'm taking her, and then I was like, sushi, like let's go get some sushi, and she just unmatches me. Like, I mean, if she really was that interested, she could have just brought up another idea. But it's like, why would she if she has 100,000 other guys to pick from? So, I apologize to the people who probably don't resonate with this video and have to hear me say this, but it's like I just have never been able to figure out dating. Like every other area of my life, my fitness, like I'm skinny. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's like I eat good food, right? Like I had steak and potatoes for dinner and a salad. I'm not saying that's the best dinner in the world, but it's like I started eating good food. So that way, when I go to play basketball and I go to the gym and stuff like that, it's like I actually am gaining progress, like sleeping right, man, and finances. This is probably the first time in my life since 2022 that I've felt good about my finances, like the future. Like I feel like I actually feel like a full-time content creator instead of just winging it and hoping for the best. So it's like everything, and also not even beyond that, like my relationship with my family, my relationship with my friends. I'm not trying to bring God into this, but that's something that I've been able to, find and get closer with this year. Was looking for answers, and instead of turning to, substances or stuff like I previously would have done, it ended up being the Lord. And I've learned a lot from that too. One of my friends is Catholic and strict Catholic. Like he doesn't drink, he's a virgin, my age. And, I went to him for answers, and I don't think he'll see this video, but it's like when you do not get, what's the word I'm looking for at 1 a.m. I don't know. It's not validated, obviously, but it's recognized, I guess. When you don't get like recognized, it hurts, man. It hurts. And then social media sucks because like I don't know his name, but it's like King 8 the Great or something like that. Like that 6'8" guy who'd be getting all the girls. It's like you see videos of him and it's like girls are just throwing themselves at him, and he's like in great shape and he's tall and a good looking dude, no homo. But it's like, bro, it's like when you go a year, not even months, a year. I haven't been on a date in a year, haven't had sex in over a year. It's like you start to feel like the problem, but then you got to kind of step out of it and understand that you're really not. I have 2%. I got to go, but and you can see how naive he is to the fact too. Like you can see how oblivious he is to it as well. And then it starts to kick in and he gets laughed at, man. I mean, that's what people will do, bro. It's like if you're that type of guy, people are gonna make fun of you, especially the girl. She's the one that's gonna make fun of you the most, bro. So I don't want to sit up here and tell guys not to bring flowers, because if that's who you are, don't change who you are. But just understand that that's not exactly how dating works nowadays, man. And it did for my parents, but it doesn't work now. Like, if you want to be like this guy, then do it. But even though they say that, they want flowers and they want guys to open up and stuff, but then you do it and it turns them off. So I can relate to that video that I showed you guys, because man, there's been a lot of girls in my life recently that I wanted to be with, and they just didn't want to be with me, man. And it sucks. I ended up powering through this video, guys, so please hit the like button, man. I've been dealing with a sore throat all day, but I just really wanted to get out of videos. If I learned anything from college as a professional writing major, it's that if you have an idea, you sure as hell better act on it, because that could end up being your breakthrough. It could end up being a famous novel, end up being a viral YouTube video. I mean, who knows, man? Maybe this video will get 10,000 views. Maybe it will change my life. But if I don't act on it, then there's no chance.